Oh, because I thought you were in Bangalore.
Projects are there in Bangalore also.
Acha.
In this, there is one Delhi International. Do
Okay.
you know?
Yeah, yeah. I've never been there, but I know.
Yes. So there is also.
Okay. So I talked to this person who is distributor for these value of life books. Nilesh, his name was Nilesh. He told me that they don't teach these books here in Bangalore. They only teach it in Delhi, something like that.
We train the teacher and teacher teaches.
Okay.
So Nilesh is distributor.
Yeah, Ajit ji gave me his number.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay, so I'm going to start the interview now. Firstly, I need your full complete name.
Jitendra Ramchandra Gupta. I am engineer by profession, and this is my social contribution, value education part.
Okay, okay. Um, what is your age?
29.
29. What is your educational experience? So, like qualification.
BTech, BTech,
BTech.
and currently in the competitive exam faculty for
Okay. So, how long have you been teaching? How long have you been working with this value education program?
8 years. Last 8 years.
Um, so, you personally teach these books?
Personally teach and train both.
Okay. So, uh, so is there any other subject that you teach?
Yes, I'm professionally faculty of IIT JEE, this medical entrance exam,
Okay.
and this is my social initiatives.
Um, okay. So we'll move on to the question part. Have you been through the questionnaire that I shared?
Yes, I gone through few.
Okay. Okay. So you can switch languages. I understand Hindi and English both. Wherever you are comfortable, you can switch to
Okay,
English
we'll
or
do English.
yeah, yeah. So, firstly, I want to ask you why value education? Why do you think value education should be taught in schools?
So, if not, then what is the option? If, what is the option? See, if you are going by car somewhere, then you are very nice driver. You can take left and right, depend upon the indicator or whatever way to know. That is a skill. You are very good in driving. But if you are very good skilled and you are going here and there, what value it will add to you? If you have not purpose, focus, so value and skill two are different things. So if somebody is lag in the skill, he can hire somebody.
Right.
But somebody lags in value, so he lag in decision power also. So basically, the building element of like personality building that will remain. What is now हम easily देख सकते हैं.
Mm-hmm.
That is only lagging. ग्रेजुएट होने के बाद भी पूछा जाता है कि क्या करना है अब. डिसीजन मेकिंग पावर इम्प्रूव करता है. खुद के पर्सनल रिलेशन, इंटरपर्सनल इंट्रापर्सनल चीज़ों को बिल्ड करता है. इट्स ओवरऑल आवर ग्रोथ, हमारा ग्रोथ के लिए है. As a human being, as a element in the society, in the family, for our mind and brain. हम फूड तो लेते हैं 3 times for body growth.
Hmm.
For mind and intelligence का growth कहाँ से? How much they are polluted? Outside जो pollution we are talk lot, but
Right.
basically how it comes. जो लोग polluted है उसी से तो आ रहा है.
Mm-hmm.
somebody is polluted in the mind to save some money, sending untreated water in the river or any other way. So pollution is first coming the thought, then coming the environment. So इवन एक प्रैक्टिकल एग्जांपल दे सकते हैं, जैसे सिंगापुर गवर्नमेंट ने अपने नेशन के प्रॉब्लम को सॉल्व करने के लिए एक 20 years टाइम उसने स्कूल के करिकुलम पे फोकस किया, वैल्यू एजुकेशन पे फोकस किया। देन नाउ सिंगापुर इज इवन इतना स्मॉल सिटी होके भी कम्पीट कर देता है सबके साथ।
जी।
लाइव एग्जांपल आर मेनी। एंड इंडिया तो जगह है ना जहाँ से चीजें ब्रॉडकास्ट होती है,
जी।
तो ये तो सबका रिस्पॉन्सिबिलिटी है। एक्चुअली इंडियंस आर इनके रिस्पॉन्सिबिलिटी है। संस्कृत में श्लोक भी है, भारत भरम भूमि ते जन्म भैल यार जन्म सार्थक करिकर परोपकार, कि अगर कोई मूवी बनाना चाहता है तो वेस्टर्नर कैन मेक 1,000 times बेटर देन अस,
हम्म।
बट अगर कोई योगा क्लास कंडक्ट करना चाहता है समथिंग लाइक दैट, एनी इलिटरेट ऑफ इंडियन कैन डू बेटर देन वेस्टर्नर्स।
राइट।
So it's fulfilling the purpose of India
सर
also.
आपकी, एक सेकेंड, आपकी आवाज में थोड़ा डिस्टरबेंस है शायद, हवा
एयर का,
जैसे।
एयर
हाँ, अभी
एयर
अभी। हम्म।
ओके।
हम्म।
ओके, तो बेसिकली ये फुलफिल करता है पर्पस हमारा पर्सनल, और एक ऐसे इंडिया ऑल्सो, कि इंडिया इज अ टॉर्च जो डायरेक्शन दिखाता है। तो हम खुद डायरेक्शन से लैग करेंगे तो कहाँ दिखा पाएंगे। तो पर्सनली विल बी साउंड एंड collectively also will be sound.
Right. So, I would like you to emphasize a bit more on what you think uh, about, introducing all of this that you have said in schools.
तो इसको स्कूल में इंट्रोड्यूस करने के लिए, जैसे अभी कोविड टाइम है,
Hmm.
तो सबसे हार्ड स्ट्रगल जो टीचर आज फेस कर रहे हो क्या है, टू मेक द स्टूडेंट डिसिप्लिन। उनका आज का चैलेंज नहीं है हाउ टू टीच,
Hmm. जी।
विल जस्ट टॉक विद द रेंडमली टीचर एंड जस्ट फाइंड आउट व्हाट इज द प्रॉब्लम।
Hmm.
वो सुनते नहीं है,
Hmm.
दे आर नॉट डिसिप्लिन, दे आर नॉट यूज टू प्रैक्टिस ऑफ डूइंग रेगुलर वर्क, मोबाइल की हैबिट।
Hmm.
सो सारा जो क्वेश्चन आपके सामने रेज करेंगे, दे विल नॉट सीक, इनको अब मैथ नहीं आ रहा है, दे नो
Hmm.
मैथ,
Hmm.
बट उनका इंटरेस्ट अदर थिंग्स में बहुत ज्यादा जा रहा है। क्यों जा रहा है? क्योंकि पर्टिकुलर लाइफ स्टाइल को फॉलो कर रहे हैं।
Right.
प्रॉब्लम में पर्सनली अपने बच्चों को कर पाते
Uh, सर आपकी आवाज ब्रेक हो रही है, शायद इंटरनेट का प्रॉब्लम है।
इंटरनेट फुल है, ठीक है।
हेलो।
हाँ अभी ठीक है,
ब्रेक हो रही है सर अभी भी।
तो
हेलो।
यहाँ पे इंटरनेट फुल
हाँ, मैं 1 मिनट रुकती हूँ, आप वापस से ज्वाइन करिए या कुछ जो भी।
हरे कृष्ण जी बोल
हेलो।
इज इट
Your voice is breaking. Uh, yeah, try switching off the video. Probably that would help.
इज इट बेटर नाउ?
Yeah, yeah, it's fine now.
ओके,
There's just this disturbance because of, I think, wind or something.
Okay, I'll change.
Yeah.
Is it okay now?
Yeah, yeah, it's perfect. Yeah, so I could not hear what you were saying. Can you please repeat?
Whole thing?
No, when we were talking about discipline, about online education and how children are not disciplined. Yeah.
Now, major problem in school and for parents also
Mm,
is not with the skill of the student.
mm,
It's basically with their habits,
mm,
with their punctuality, say, or honesty, integrity, or some bad practice.
mm,
So as they have got lot of free time and
mm,
they have no like something to do, then they have been diverted to so many other things. And now it is difficult for the school and parents to take them back.
right.
तो ये प्रॉब्लम क्यों आ रही है बेसिकली
Mm,
बिकॉज फ्री टाइम उनको कैसे यूज करना है इसका
mm,
कभी प्रैक्टिस रहा ही नहीं है दे वॉज
mm,
इन द डिसिप्लिनरी एक्शन की ये स्कूल ये टाइम ये क्लास नाउ दे आर फ्री
mm,
रेड बटन दबा के जब चाहें तो फ्री हो सकते हैं
जी.
तो इतने फ्री जब आ जाता है
Mm,
और उसको वैल्यूज सिस्टम डेवलप नहीं है खुद के टाइम के साथ अकाउंटेबल नहीं है
mm,
उसके बाद उसको खुद को पता नहीं है कि मैं कौन हूँ मुझे
mm,
क्या करना है
mm,
और तो जब खुद के बारे में पता नहीं है देन जहाँ से जो चीज़ें मिल रही वहाँ पे चले जाना है जहाँ पे जाना है वहाँ पे भटक जाना है
mm,
तो एग्जाम्पल के लिए जैसे बेसिकली स्कूल के टीचर का कंसर्न रहता है कि हम कहाँ कम पड़ जाते हैं कि बच्चों को हम सुधार नहीं पाते हैं
जी.
तो एक्चुअली सुधारने की बात तो तब आती है जब बच्चा गुडनेस में हो तब
Mm,
जैसे एग्जाम्पल आपने सुना होगा टोपी वाले का है ना
mm,
बंदर टोपी लेके चले जाते हैं
जी, जी.
तीन एक्शन करते हैं एक तो पहली बार चिल्लाता है बंदरों के ऊपर
Mm,
बंदर भी चिढ़ाते हैं फिर
mm,
देन वो क्या करता है पत्थर उठा के मारता है वो भी
mm,
उसको फ्रूट उठा उठा के मारते हैं
mm,
देन थर्ड केस वो थोड़ा थक के बैठ जाता है फिर देखता है टोपी नीचे रखता है
mm,
तो एक्चुअली तीन टाइप के एक्शन है वो पहला जो है फ्रस्ट्रेट हो गया वो है
mm,
ना
mm,
वो एंजाइटी में चला गया है दूसरा है तो एंजाइटी फ्रस्ट्रेशन ये सब इग्नोरेंस का लक्षण है
mm,
दूसरी बार वो पैशन में जा रहा है
mm,
लॉट ऑफ एक्शन बट नो रिजल्ट जीरो रिजल्ट
mm,
खूब बिजी हो
mm,
एंड थर्ड है ही इज काम थॉटफुल लिटिल
mm,
एक्शन एंड बिग
mm,
रिजल्ट तो थर्ड स्टेप जो है गुडनेस का है
right.
तो यहाँ पे बच्चे मोस्ट ऑफ द प्रैक्टिस क्या है लाइफस्टाइल का आइदर इग्नोरेंस और पैशन ignorance means what getting up late in the morning daytime almost 10 9 8
Mm,
so these everything has effect on their thinking process brain everything so when they are aware with the value system at least if they know then there is higher chances almost 70 80% student try
mm,
to act they
mm,
once they if they एक बार उन्होंने सीखा है कि टीचर ने बोला अगर 8 बजे के बाद उठेंगे तो सर में दर्द होगा मुझे
mm,
जल्दी उठना है स्टूडेंट टू टॉक अबाउट दिस लेकिन अगर सुना ही नहीं है उसको पता है 2+2 4 होता है उसको
mm,
पता है कि मैं 8 बजे उठूँ कि 10 बजे उठूँ 2+2 4 ही होता है
mm,
6 नहीं होता है मेरे को 10 मार्क्स मिलने वाले हैं 10 मार्क्स में तो मैं क्यों उठूँ 8 बजे
mm,
तो इफ दे आर नॉट टॉन्ट अबाउट द वैल्यू एजुकेशन इफ दे आर नॉट अवेयर देन दे विल एक्सपीरियंस है ना लेकिन एक्सपीरियंस के बाद बहुत लेट हो जाएगा क्योंकि हैबिट बन चुका होगा
mm,
देन दे सेल्फ दे कैन नॉट टेक बैक
right.
तो अगर ब्रोकन मैन को बनाने से बेटर है अभी जो अभी बेटर टाइम है उसी में उसको फॉर्म कर दिया जाए इसलिए
Mm,
वैल्यू एजुकेशन स्कूल में ज़्यादा इंपॉर्टेंट है
right. Um, okay. So I would also like you to um, I don't know if define is the right word, but I want to know your idea of values. So we are saying value education is important, और स्कूल में ही इंट्रोड्यूस करना इम्पोर्टेंट है, बट व्हाट इज वैल्यूज टू यू?
वैल्यू इज बेसिकली नोइंग हु आर यू
Mm,
एंड वेयर यू हैव टू गो
mm,
व्हाट इज योर प्लान टू गो
mm,
what the different ingredients which are going to help you out,
mm,
and some ingredient for focus on it.
mm,
So that is a value system. See, and that should be aligned with the some authentic scriptures. So if it is like somebody is saying that I have to go to hell,
mm,
scripture don't support it. That you can go anywhere. For that you don't need any value, you don't need any scripture.
mm.
For example, a ball has to fall, it will go anywhere.
Right.
But if you want to raise it, you have to apply some force. So basically knowing oneself, who I
Mm,
am I this hand or I'm a pen, I'm shirt, I'm this, what I am exactly.
mm,
This hand is mine, this cloth is mine, then whom am I? If I am, then where I have to work, where I have to make focus my energy. Why I am getting this 24-hour time?
mm,
So basically putting why before everything we are getting and before everything we are doing.
mm,
So it will if it comes with the answer of purpose,
mm,
then start acting rather than just ignorance or passion. Just I want to do. No, thoughtful and do. And purpose should be aligned from the Shastra. It can be Bhagavad Gita, it can be Bible, it can be uh, like that.
right.
Because why Shastra?
Mm,
Any common person, if write any literature, there will be four things. He will commit mistake,
mm,
their tendency of cheating. Like many books and researches come out for what doing a big cheating. Even the tobacco, many researches comes. इससे ये नहीं होता है. Later on सारी इलनेस आ गई. Then
mm.
comes you इसलिए प्रेजेंट नहीं किया गया प्रॉपर क्योंकि उसमें कंपनी को नुकसान होने वाला था.
जी.
तो चीटिंग है,
Mm,
मिस्टेक्स है,
mm,
सेंसेस इम्परफेक्ट है. पेंसिल अगर ग्लास में डाल दिया तो दिखता है टूटा तो है नहीं.
mm,
हमको लगता है कि 2 साल के बाद कैरियर खराब हो जाएगा पर होता कुछ और है.
mm,
हमको लगता है ऐसा बिल्ड हो जाएगा पर होता इल्यूजन में जाके डिसीजन लेते हैं.
mm,
तो अगर मैं खुद इल्यूजन में तो दूसरे को रास्ता कैसे दिखा सकता हूँ. और हमारे सेंसेस इम्परफेक्ट है,
mm,
हमारे देखने सुनने समझने थिंकिंग विजुअलाइजेशन. तो इसके कारण अगर हम कुछ गाइड करेंगे या
mm,
किसी से हम गाइडेंस ले रहे हैं किसी बुक से,
mm,
अगर उसके अंदर ये चार चीजें हैं तो बुक में उसने डाला है.
mm,
अगर वो हम लेंगे तो वो चीजें हमको कॉन्सिक्वेंस फेस करना पड़ेगा.
mm,
तो बेसिकली जो जैसे प्रभुपाद है ना, उनके लाइफ को कोई एक मिस्टेक फाइंड नहीं कर सकता व्हाट दे लाइफ लिव.
mm,
एंड सिमिलरली लॉर्ड.
mm,
So because they are free from mistake, illusion, cheating propensity, so
mm,
whatever guidance they give, that can give ultimate benefit. That's why what I am doing, why I am doing, if it gets authenticated through these things,
mm.
that is called value system.
Right. So you're saying that God, Lord,
Hmm.
basically, as you said,
Krishna, simple word Krishna,
Krishna. Okay. Krishna is
the supreme
the,
personality of Godhead. The
yeah,
word is given. Supreme
even,
personality of Godhead means the supreme is the supermost
hmm,
because everything He only provide. Personality means He is personal like you and me.
hmm,
But he's not like exactly us
hmm,
because his ingredient by which we are made is not he.
hmm,
His ingredient is similar to our soul. Soul will not deteriorate, it will not become old.
hmm,
That element is the whole body of the Lord. Ours is just that part of the body.
hmm, hmm,
That is person and Godhead. Means there is so many God. Just like ministers, government minister, there is one prime minister.
hmm.
So that is complete word, supreme personality of Godhead.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay. So we'll come back to this. Moving on to
Yes.
the next question.
Yes.
Uh, does the content of these books that we are teaching to children, values of life, does the content of these books match with your assumptions about, so is it the assumptions of values and value education that you have just explained to me, is it is it influenced by the curriculum that you're teaching, or these are your assumptions and then you,
Actually, if anybody want government or a family member or parents, what they want the child is should be.
hmm,
So things like they should be scientists, mathematicians, that comes the secondary.
hmm,
Even government want first said that should be a gentleman.
Hmm.
so that my other tension, heart attack of taking care should be gone. I can take care of any simple gentleman, and that will be more beneficial for the society. So, how one gentleman will be? One is free from these four things, right?
Hmm.
Cheating. So, how one will be free from cheating? If he is practicing a life of honesty, integrity,
Hmm.
and how will be practicing? If he develops some interest and taste in some personality who had been practicing, example Shivaji Maharaj.
Hmm.
So, if somebody develop interest in some personality, right, developing interest in the personality is the primary thing for building a career.
Hmm.
And then if he is getting inspiration, then he will start copying other things, how he talk, what he follow, what different set of value system,
Hmm.
and then he become automatically like that.
Hmm.
So basically value system is whatever being in the goodness,
Hmm.
time punctuality,
Hmm.
being, these are the need of the, like even company, school, home also.
Hmm.
If the student is getting early in the morning doing his own things, then it's a good support to the home.
Right.
So even the curriculum designed in 1950 for value education by NCRT,
Hmm.
but they couldn't implement it. What was the reason? Do you know?
I No, I don't.
They said that I don't have people who follow this value system, so I don't want to implement.
Right. So if the teachers are not the ones who are following it, how can they teach it? Right.
Then that is not the solution. Then no? Saying that nobody is there, then leaving everything aside.
Yeah. Yeah. Right.
So because of that, now other consequences, like, so whatever humble step we can do, we are doing. So
Hmm.
whatever sets are there based on the relation, based on the time, based on the honesty, integrity,
Hmm.
based on the goodness, mode of nature, our work and ethics and productivity. So all these elementary things are added in the syllabus as per the student need, because Bhagavad Gita is so many things is there, 700 sloka. So select a precisely few sloka which is useful for a student life, and that is only presented in such a way that they can read, develop interest. Just like I told you one story, you
Hmm.
also have heard, right?
Hmm.
That is a part of the curriculum, and chapter name is mode of goodness. हाँ,
Hmm.
आप 7 चैप्टर खोलना,
जी.
स्टैंडर्ड 7, उसमें एक होगा आपके पास, इंग्लिश हिंदी है, कौन सा बुक है?
English. English. I have these
उसमें एक
books.
होगा चैप्टर, हाँ,
Hmm.
उसमें 7th खोलिए, 7,
ये क्लास 4 की बुक है एक्चुअली.
हाँ, वॉल्यूम 7।
वॉल्यूम 7. गिव मी अ
तो
सेकंड.
उसमें ठीक है।
या या. हाँ. वॉल्यूम 7.
बीइंग इन गुडनेस।
I don't see it here.
इंडेक्स।
It says the first chapter is obedience, second is goal of human life, third is cleanliness, fourth is living on Mother Nature's gifts, fifth is power of association, sixth is power of faith, seventh is discipline in life, and eighth is art of toleration.
ओके, 6, 6, 6, वॉल्यूम 6।
Volume 6. Uh, Sixth में लास्ट चैप्टर है लर्निंग टू सी गुड इन अदर्स.
बीइंग इन गुडनेस एक चैप्टर, हाँ,
एक मिनट.
8, वॉल्यूम 8, वॉल्यूम
Uh, 1, 2, 3. Volume 8.
8।
Being in Goodness, yes.
हाँ,
Chapter 2nd.
उसमें, हाँ, उसमें स्टोरी।
हाँ.
उसके बाद देखिए उसमें एक्टिविटी होगा।
हाँ.
पहले कॉन्सेप्ट है, स्टोरी है, एक्टिविटी है, ऐसे बनाया, डिजाइन किया है कि जो प्रिंसिपल है भगवत गीता का, गुडनेस,
हम्म.
पैशन, लेकिन
हम्म.
उसको उसी स्टोरी से रिलेट कर दिया जो उसने पढ़ा है बचपन में।
जी।
एंड देन ही ओपन विद द डिफरेंट आइडिया, अरे ऐसा भी कुछ था कि मैं तो बंदर और टोपी समझ के बैठ गया था।
हुँ।
देन कंसेप्ट ऑफ भगवत गीता वहां से उसको इनबिल्ट हो गया।
हुँ।
देन उसने एक्सरसाइज प्रैक्टिस किया तो एटलीस्ट ही विल रिमेंबर इफ सम
राइट।
सिचुएशन कम्स। So we are not expecting कि वो mood of greatness में act करने लगेगा, but he will start thinking, right?
हुँ।
कि ऐसा हो सकता था। That is our success,
हुँ। राइट।
because once he develop the interest, then
हुँ।
he will start reading and gradually development will happen.
हुँ। At least start thinking in the same line,
Yes, yes.
along the same line.
So that is our success for school level.
Right. Okay, so one more thing that I would like to ask you, since the world is changing a lot because of all the globalization and everything,
Yes.
do you think that values change with changing time or space? So, for example, you said
Yes.
the
Yes, it is.
values that India has.
Mhm.
So does the value does these value do these values differ in the West, or
Yes,
yeah?
it is differing in the West highly,
Mhm.
because nowadays values teachers, actually India is learning from West. If you'll find the most of this, just like habit of effective people. One book is there by some famous author. Is the most sold book
Okay.
in India.
Hmm. What's the
Author
name of
name
the book? Seven?
highly seven habit of highly effective people.
Okay.
You have heard of this?
I think I've seen it somewhere. I haven't read it.
Most of the students read it.
Mm-hmm.
Most of this the management, IIT, this is
Yeah, yeah.
everybody. So his author came in Hyderabad in famous management school.
Mm.
So there he told that all the principle I've taken from Bhagavad Gita. You don't read your book. That's why you're reading my book.
Right.
And so yes, world is changing very fast because they have experienced their own thing, technology and everything.
Hmm.
Now who is in the like hunger? जिसको hunger है ना? Now they are searching out what is next, and they are finding the Indian lifestyle is what next, what we are living, basic,
Hmm.
simple living, and they're at least content and satisfied.
Hmm.
So they are moving. Why they are do? Then they are going through our books, belief system, everything. They are doing research.
Hmm.
Now our whole Sanskrit thing is taken out by Germany. Our practice of Bhagavad Gita, other thing is mostly taken by all over the world. And
Hmm.
England and USA was the leading
Hmm.
few, like in the uh, 1990, 1980, when
90s,
Prabhupada
yes.
he was there.
Yeah, yeah.
So that time America was leading in the
Hmm.
world.
Hmm.
So yes, changing in terms of now world is taking that role of what India should take,
Yeah.
and India is taking role of uh, that like copy, making
Hmm.
copy.
Hmm.
So basically, one good thing is that the America become now is more concerned about the values. More nowadays, school in America is like more in values and less in academics. This word is
Hmm.
becoming famous.
Right.
I have been in touch with many institutions.
Hmm.
This word is like now it become a nowadays topic of say, workshop and seminars. Less in academic, more in values. Why? They want at least he should remain some gentleman.
Hmm.
Other thing he will learn his own.
Hmm.
Rather than giving so many things and he's getting habit is getting distorted, body and health is getting distorted. So like that. So they are doing more research, and and yes, it is changing another way. Now
Hmm.
the world is copying, taking books, other things, and implementing. Doing.
Hmm.
Even in the home, coming back to the home,
Hmm.
the Indian family culture and other things, they are trying to copy.
Hmm. But isn't it changing in India also? People are focusing more on market and
Yes,
like
some
skills,
section,
more on skills than
some
values.
some sections are there. Society always there in the, in a school or in company anywhere.
Hmm.
Few people will be focusing on the work skill, doing
Hmm.
some skill.
Hmm.
Some will be focusing on increasing the business. Some will be focusing on doing the administration part for the company and other. And
Hmm.
somebody will be doing innovative work,
Right.
innovation. So it will be in the school also, company
Hmm.
also.
Hmm.
So in the Bhagavad Gita, according to Bhagavad Gita, it is Maya Srishtam, Chaturvarnam Maya Srishtam, Guna Karma Vivagasa.
Hmm.
According to the Guna means quality and
Hmm.
activity, Lord has divided society into four parts.
Hmm.
One is a Brahmana, Kshatriya, Vaisya, and Sudra.
Shudra.
Brahmana are the intellectual person who are doing innovative and everything.
Hmm.
So now name Brahmana is like abstract, removed, but innovators, creators, this name has come.
Hmm.
And the function is same.
Right.
Second is Kshatriya, so
Hmm.
name has gone, but administrator, function is same,
Hmm.
giving protection to all the company and
Hmm.
everything.
Hmm. Hmm.
Third is Vaisya, name has gone, but function is same in the terms of businessmen, banks, banking,
Hmm.
finance,
Hmm.
and agriculture. Then fourth is Sudra. They will work for these three. They are not. That is what the problem. No? Students are like become Sudra.
Hmm.
If you give them time, they will spoil themselves. That is what happening now. So
Right.
if they are through values, they are finding themselves. What am I?
Hmm.
And they can,
Realizing themselves.
yes, they can use their own time. Sudra cannot use his time. He must be engaged by some of
Other.
them.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Otherwise, he will spoil his energy and time both. Because somebody is free, he will do something destructive. If
Hmm.
constructive can do, then he will be here no? Somewhere.
Hmm.
So that is why. So
So I have two questions here.
yes,
First is that you said that so the focus of societies towards values is changing with time. That is what you said, right?
yes.
But do you think values change with time or
Okay,
spaces?
okay. Yes, values changes with the time and space. Say for example, if I'm talking about Gurukul,
Right.
so they are already following higher standard.
Hmm.
So they will follow more in the deeper values. But somewhere like students are not used to, for example, even cleaning.
Hmm.
So there I cannot teach them that even your words should be clean. That is very high.
Hmm.
So there I have to teach them something like, see, all of you like to sit in the clean place. Yes,
Hmm.
everybody like. So
Hmm.
let us clean our room.
Hmm.
So depend upon the audience, depend upon the situation, we have to change the value system. Actually, value system does not get changed; it is the same.
Hmm.
But to what level I have to apply on the current audience? That is the decision taken by teacher.
Hmm.
We cannot give. If we'll start giving today, that
Hmm.
thought should be clean, words should be clean. They will
Hmm.
say, "Sir, you should be clean." आप जाओ. हाँ?
Right.
But if you give what level they are, एकदम dirty गंदे हैं, give
Hmm.
them feeling of freshness, other
Hmm.
thing, they will develop interest in you. Once they are developing interest, then you speak everything they will hear.
Right.
So, so
So.
value system does not change.
Hmm.
It is there. It
Hmm.
is there. But now ऑडियंस के लेवल के हिसाब से वो मुझे वहां पे उतना प्रैक्टिस करने के लिए देना है.
Hmm. Hmm.
जैसे डंबल्स रखे हैं 1 किलो 2 किलो 100 किलो, तो
Hmm.
मुझे अगर छोटा बच्चा है तो 50 किलो नहीं दे सकता, उसको 1 किलो देना है मुझे.
जी. जी.
प्रैक्टिस करेगा हो जाएगा वहाँ.
Hmm. Hmm. तो अम, तो मतलब वैल्यूज जो है वो
हाँ
प्रिंसिपल्ड हैं, राइट?
हाँ हाँ.
That so values are same. So basically, if you're talking about cleanliness can be considered a value here, but how it is being introduced to different set of people would differ,
Yes.
right? Uh, so but should it really what so like I'm talking about an ideal situation here. Do you think should it differ with time or space, as we talked about western countries? Should the concept of value system, value education differ with uh, space or time?
Little bit it differ. Uh, Say for example, if you're talking desert lands or somewhere their foods is not available only.
Hmm. Hmm.
India is a actually great land. Here
Hmm.
you are getting fresh water, food, everything,
Right. Right.
vegetable,
Hmm.
but you will not find everywhere. So there, if I'll go and talk about uh, meat and other things, they will not like.
Hmm.
So I can't talk there,
Hmm.
but I can give them facility of vegetarianism, and that is learning the what is in the Bhagavad Gita,
Hmm.
and then they themselves should experience like so many things is भगवत गीता में बहुत सारी चीजें दी है कि
Hmm.
माइंड कैसे एक्ट करता है ब्रेन कैसे एक्ट करता है
Hmm.
पहले एक थॉट आता है
Hmm.
बाद में थॉट पे कंटेम्पलेशन होता है
Hmm.
बाद में उस पर अटैचमेंट आ जाता है
Hmm.
तो कैसे आदमी उस पर जाता है क्या
Hmm.
करता है हर एक चीज़ों को बहुत डिटेल में एक्सप्लेन किया गया है भगवत गीता में
Hmm.
कौन से स्टेप पे अभी है वहां से कैसे टेक बैक ले सकता है जैसे बच्चे कहते हैं ना मेरा हैबिट हो चुका है अब मेरे से नहीं होगा
Hmm. Hmm.
एक्चुअली हो सकता है करने वाले के ऊपर है
जी.
तो सिचुएशनली वर्क और टाइम के हिसाब से
Hmm.
वैल्यूज को इम्प्लीमेंट करना अगर सिखाना है तो
Hmm.
उसका मेथड अलग होता है सेम मेथड सब जगह नहीं चलेगा
जी.
क्योंकि वहाँ का सिचुएशन चैलेंज डिफरेंट है जैसे फ्रांस को लोग वहाँ पानी नहीं है लोग नहाते नहीं है जल्दी
Hmm.
तो बट द हाईएस्ट थिंग इज टू नो कि मैं कौन हूँ मुझे क्या करना है मैं कैसे करूँगा तो सराउंडिंग के हिसाब से कुछ चीज़ें डिटेल चेंज हो जाएगी
Hmm.
बट ऐसा बोले कि आप झूठ बोल सकते हो
Hmm.
इट हैज़ कॉन्सिक्वेंस ऑन आवर ओन सेल्फ
Hmm.
अगर किसी को चीट करने की आदत है ना
Hmm.
देन योर माइंड हैज़ प्रैक्टिस टू डू चीटिंग एंड उसका
Right.
कॉन्सिक्वेंस कैसे आता है जैसे कोई इंस्टेंट डिसीजन लेना है बिना थॉट के माइंड
Hmm.
बोलेगा ये ले ले
Hmm.
क्योंकि माइंड को हैबिट है चीट करने का
Hmm.
आपको भी वो चीट करने वाला है आपके लिए कोई दूसरा मैकेनिज्म पे काम नहीं करेगा
Hmm.
आया समझ में
जी.
जैसे सुबह
जी.
उठने का टाइम है बिना
Hmm.
थॉटफुली डिसीजन लेने बोले सो जाओ तू क्यों
Hmm.
हमेशा चीटिंग करने का ये मैकेनिज्म था तो वो मैकेनिज्म आप पे भी काम करेगा
Hmm.
तो तो डिग्री कितना हमको प्रैक्टिस करना है चीजें करना है तो वो चेंज हो सकता है
Hmm. Hmm. Right.
एंड जैसे कि सबको जैसे जिसको पढ़ाना एग्जाम्पलरी बिहेवियर रखना पड़ता है उसके लिए ज़्यादा प्रैक्टिस लगता है और
Hmm.
खुद के लिए अगर करना है तो इट्स डिपेंड अपॉन कि वो क्या करना चाहता है उसका क्या पर्पस है तो somebody is like gentleman doing things and reading scripture
Hmm.
aligning their life it's very simple it is doable like it is not like कि हमको हिमालय में जाके बैठना है
Hmm.
I do my work I train children for competitive exam
Hmm.
and I do other things also and I also उसमें टाइम निकाल के सोशल एक्टिविटी स्कूल्स विजिट करना बच्चों को तो इट इज डूएबल
Hmm. I just want a clarification. Are you saying that values in itself is a habit?
yes habit is there
Hmm.
habit can be anything
Hmm.
it is a set of good
Good action.
derive
Hmm.
result oriented according to the your well-being and commonly everyone's well-being if
Hmm.
somebody is cheating
Hmm.
getting so much money he is thinking is for my well-being
Hmm.
in one terms but others is not will not be benefited by that
Hmm.
so but value system
Hmm.
that habit will be beneficial for himself and common to all in society to family everyone so habit can be anything
Hmm.
which we are practicing on daily basis
Hmm.
but something is aligned on the scriptures according to the scriptures even cleanliness right
Hmm.
cloth our teeth our body our thought our words cleanliness goes very deeper
Right.
it goes to the level of what input we are coming in the mind
Hmm.
so like that
Okay. So let's come back to the books. What you have answered a lot of this in what you have said until now, but I would like you to be a little clear about it
Mhm.
so that I have a bit more clarity. What, according to you? are the objectives of these books, these specific
Uh,
objectives that.
ju- just told in the beginning that
Hmm.
students should at least give a thought before their
Hmm.
action
Right.
in different scenario, in terms
Hmm.
of cleaning, in terms of time management, in terms of doing their homework, in terms of arranging their bag, in terms of tiffin, taking the selecting the food items,
Hmm.
right?
Hmm.
Different food items are different in modes.
Hmm.
Like something is like non-vegetarian food.
Hmm.
It is a dead animal. It has
Right.
no taste. It is a taste of just the spice added in it.
Hmm.
So basically, it is comes in the mode of ignorance. Then fresh fruits, vegetables, this comes in the fresh,
Hmm.
freshly made, comes in the goodness. So if you have some idea about the food level, then
Hmm.
you will have a thought before selection.
Hmm.
If you don't have any thought only, randomly you will do. So
Right.
giving a thought before the action, that is our desired outcome. And in
Okay.
different sphere, not one sphere.
Hmm.
Even arranging the bag,
Hmm.
removing all the things unwanted, keeping what necessary, because it does not only reduce the load but also increase the efficiency. उसको पता है
Hmm.
कौन सी बुक है क्या करना है, things
Hmm.
are organized and clear. तो आज अगर बैग में ऑर्गेनाइज है तो कल
Hmm.
अपने फाइल्स एंड है ना गूगल फाइल ये सारे फाइल को ऑर्गेनाइज करने में ये होगा,
जी.
तो कितना टाइम बचेगा उसका, इफिशिएंट फाइंड करेगा शेयर करेगा.
Hmm. अ, तो आप अगर कुछ एक एग्जांपल्स और दे पाएँ बुक्स में से, जो कि कंटेंट ऐसा एफिशिएंसी और।
एग्जाम्पल के लिए प्रेयर्स है ना, तो बच्चों को कहते हैं प्रेयर करो,
जी।
तो बच्चे क्या करते हैं ऐसे,
हुँ।
नींद ही आता है और क्या होता है,
हुँ, हुँ,
मेडिटेशन मतलब नींद ही आता है, सो जाना.
हुँ,
तो क्योंकि उनको बताया नहीं गया, सिखाया नहीं गया प्रेयर मतलब दूसरा, और क्या आता है, अगर प्रेयर हमको इतनी शक्ति विधाता बोल देते हैं लाइक दैट,
हुँ,
तो वो भी बहुत लंबा है.
हुँ,
तो अब थॉट नहीं दिए हैं, उसका मीनिंग कभी याद नहीं किए, थॉट नहीं दिए
हुँ।
किसको प्रेयर करना है, क्यों करना है, क्या करना है.
क्या बोल रहे हैं?
हाँ, तो जैसे प्रहलाद हैं, भक्त प्रहलाद जो हिरण्यकश्यप जिनके पिता थे,
जी।
तो प्रेयर करते हैं भगवान से,
हुँ,
है ना, उस
हुँ,
24 श्लोकास का. तो
हुँ,
उसको एकदम डिफाइन करके शॉर्ट करके एकदम सिंपल वर्ड में प्रेजेंट कर दिया गया, ऐसे 5 उंगलियों से. जैसे
हुँ,
हम हाथ जब जोड़ते हैं तो उसमें
हुँ,
फर्स्ट आता है हमारा थंब, है ना.
हुँ,
तो जो हम हमारे सबसे नजदीक लोग हैं, हमारे फैमिली मेंबर हैं, उनके लिए हम प्रेयर करते हैं.
हुँ,
देन कम्स दिस वन, तो ये उंगली डायरेक्शन दिखाता है.
हुँ,
डायरेक्शन दिखाने वाले हमारे टीचर्स लीडर्स, उनके लिए प्रेयर करते हैं.
हुँ,
नाउ ही इज ओपनिंग अप फ्रॉम द सेल्फ टू फैमिली,
हुँ,
फैमिली टू टीचर्स,
हुँ,
एंड देन दिस वन इज
हुँ,
लाइक प्रोटेक्टिंग,
हुँ,
है ना. एंड लीडर्स हो गए घर में, फादर हो गए,
हुँ,
गार्जियंस हो गए.
हुँ,
देन दिस वन, ये ये इट इज लाइक वीक वन, है ना.
हुँ,
ये उतना ज़्यादा यूज होता नहीं है
हुँ,
फिंगर.
हुँ,
तो बहुत सारे हैं बीमार हैं, हॉस्पिटलाइज हैं, बहुत सारी सिचुएशंस है, पेंडेमिक है,
हुँ,
ये उन सिचुएशन में लागू होता है.
हुँ,
और ये हमारे पास हैं जो छोटे हैं हमसे,
हुँ,
या इन टर्म्स ऑफ अदर थिंग्स अपॉर्चुनिटी अदर चीज़ों में.
हुँ,
तो इट इज गिविंग अ थॉट ऑफ थिंकिंग फॉर एवरीवन.
ओके।
तो सेल्फ से बाहर लाके एक जनरलाइज एकदम सिंपल 5 वर्ड जो हाथ में रखा है,
हुँ,
और इसका प्रिंसिपल बहुत ऊपर है.
हुँ,
अगर somebody is daily practicing it, तो अब उसके लिए easy हो गया, उसको पता है कि मुझे क्या करना है ना.
हुँ, हुँ,
तो now he is able to do the prayers daily.
हुँ,
and prayer से उसका सारी चीजें, हार्मोन, स्लीप, हर एक चीजें कितना प्रिसाइज होता है वो तो सब जानते हैं.
हुँ, हुँ,
a day without prayer and day with prayer, there is huge difference ना.
हुँ,
normally students miss their school when they go in the college
हुँ,
because of prayer.
हुँ,
School begin with the prayer and college is like random.
राइट. So I would also like you to give some, if one or two examples from the book, that I think the entire since you have said that the whole objective is to make students think about their actions.
Mm-hmm.
I would like you to give one or two examples from the content of the book if you remember anything.
Mm-hmm.
Hmm.
Okay, you want one more like to
Yeah, the
think
one that
before
you
their action.
explained, Topi wala story.
Okay, okay.
That's
There is in the time management.
Hmm.
So, uh, say for example, I'm going to school, coming back to school,
Hmm.
and going to पार्टी स्टूडेंट का कोई बर्थडे है
Hmm.
हियर देयर
Hmm.
देन मुझे कब और क्या करना है मुझे खुद को पता नहीं और सपोज वीक और डे
Hmm.
तो अगर मुझे पता नहीं है तो मुझे ये भी नहीं पता कि मेरा फ्री टाइम क्या है
Hmm.
अगर मुझे ये नहीं पता है कि मेरे पास चीज़ क्या है तो मैं
Hmm.
उसको ऑर्गेनाइज नहीं कर सकता हूँ रिसोर्स को इफेक्टिव नहीं कर सकता हूँ तो ये तो हमारे समझने के लिए चीज़ें बड़ी हो गई पर
Hmm.
बच्चों को वर्कशीट पे सिंपली प्लान करने को मिलता है कि
अच्छा.
अपने डेली बेसिस पे कितना स्टडी कर रहे हो
Hmm.
अपने डेली बेसिस पे अपनी मदर्स का कुछ हेल्प कर रहे हो फैमिली मेंबर में किसी का हेल्प कर रहे हो क्या
Hmm.
उसके मार्किंग सिस्टम होते हैं आपने आ, ये स्क्रिप्चर कुछ पढ़ रहे हो क्या वैल्यू एजुकेशन के बुक वैल्यूज बेस्ड कुछ रीडिंग कर रहे हो क्या उसके मार्किंग होते हैं
Hmm.
तो बेस्ड ऑन उसकी कुछ मार्क्स तैयार होते हैं वीकली अरे मैं यहाँ पे आ गया
Hmm.
अरे मैं नीचे जा रहा हूँ मैं
Hmm.
ऊंचे जा रहा हूँ असेस कर पाता है अपने आप को
Hmm.
और अगर वो अपने दिन को प्लान कर पा रहा है तो वो देख पा रहा है मेरा आज से 5 से 6 के बीच का टाइम फ्री है क्या कर सकता हूँ क्या कर सकता हूँ क्या कर
Hmm.
सकता हूँ ना अगर उसको ये पता ही नहीं है उसने पेपर पे लिखा ही नहीं है तो उसको पता ही नहीं कि फ्री टाइम भी है अच्छा
Hmm.
घूम रहा है क्या थोड़ा और घूम के आ जाता हूँ 7 बजे पढ़ाई करना है ना थोड़ा और
Hmm.
घूम के आ जाता हूँ 1 घंटे का क्या करना है वो रजिस्टर नहीं हुआ है दिमाग में
Hmm.
तो ये सारे बेसिक चीज हो गए मैनेजिंग द रिसोर्सेज वो
Hmm.
टाइम से स्टार्ट करेगा और चीज़ों को भी कैलकुलेट करके ये करेगा
Hmm.
बेसिकली नोटिंग डाउन स्मॉल स्मॉल थिंग फिर
Right.
मैंने जैसे क्लीनिनेस में बताया तो क्लीनिनेस में अपना खुद का बैग वो 3 दिन में एक बार पूरा खाली करता है
Hmm.
जितने यूज की चीजें उतना अंदर डालता है
Hmm.
तो ही इज लाइक ऑर्गेनाइज में एक स्टेप आगे चला जाता है तो सेम चीज वो और जगहों पे भी यूज करता है अप्लाई करता है
Hmm.
तो इसका बेनिफिट क्या होता है उसका थॉट क्लियर रहता है हौच पौच नहीं रहेगा उसके थॉट में
Hmm. Hmm.
तो क्लैटरिंग नहीं रहेगा और इफेक्टिव
Hmm.
ये हैबिट अगर डेवलप कर गया तो
Hmm.
बहुत सारा टाइम सेव कर लेगा चीज़ों को घुमा देना चीज़ों को और भी कुछ एग्जाम्पल देख सकते हैं जैसे कि
Hmm.
हु एम आई जो चैप्टर है
Hmm. Hmm.
तो अ, एक बार हम एक टेबल पे थे शायद 7th में होगा ये हु एम आई
Hmm. Hmm.
6 में होगा 6 का फर्स्ट है
अच्छा.
हम्म,
Hmm.
तो एक बार हमने टेबल लगाया था
Hmm.
बुक्स का एग्जीबिशन शो
Hmm.
then one volunteer speak loudly we are not the body we are the soul
Hmm.
then one woman was going
Hmm.
aged 70 something
Hmm.
very fatty
Hmm.
as soon as he heard
Hmm.
उसको बहुत रिलैक्स फील हुआ तुरंत स्टॉल पे आ गई बट यू टोल्ड दे नॉट
Hmm.
बॉडी योर सोल आई एम सो मच सफरिंग हाउ
Right.
देन वी एक्सप्लेन अरे ये तो कभी सोचा नहीं था
Hmm.
देन व्हाट हैपेंड द प्रॉब्लम itself not a big problem
Hmm.
now it is become a part
Part of the
now
problem.
he can focus somewhere he can be productive still
Hmm.
अदरवाइज एक छोटे से प्रॉब्लम में अगर रह जाते हैं तो
Hmm.
एवरीथिंग वी लूज
Hmm.
तो इट इज ए हायर डायमेंशन एक हायर
Hmm.
डायमेंशन देता है
Hmm.
लाइफ स्किल में है ना
Hmm.
कि ये एक चीज है वो एवरीथिंग नहीं है मतलब ये जैसे सुसाइड जैसे स्टेप होते हैं वहां पे ये वाइटल होता है
Hmm.
उसको पता है कि कोई भी सीक्वेंस है एवरीथिंग नहीं है इवन हेल्थ सिचुएशन है वो भी एवरीथिंग नहीं है अभी इसके आगे भी बहुत कुछ है
Hmm.
तो क्योंकि कभी बताया नहीं है सुना नहीं है जाना नहीं है तो
Hmm.
बच्चे डिस्ट्रक्टिव एक्शन ले लेते हैं
Hmm. जी. uh,
सुसाइड तो बहुत बड़ा स्टेप हो गया छोटे
hmm.
छोटे भी स्टेप बच्चे लेते हैं
Hmm.
टोबैको में चले जाना ये
Hmm.
सब सबसे खतरनाक हैबिट आजकल होते जा रहे हैं स्कूल
Hmm.
में ड्रग्स आ रहे हैं
जी. तो so we talked about what you consider values to be. What so I would like you to emphasize on how this complete curriculum, not just one book, the complete set of books that we have, how does it collectively understand values firstly, and uh, how does it So how is it reflected? How the importance of values in human life is reflected in books? So, for example, I want to clarify myself. For example, I have read the.
Hmm.
For example, I'm a student. I've been reading this for. I'm a student of class seventh. I've been reading these books for say 7 years now,
Hmm.
and so how would I start to know how the curriculum, the values that the curriculum is talking about is getting reflected in my life also.
Okay, I'll tell you the student of 7th and 8th standard,
Hmm.
they are like in the lockdown period,
Hmm.
they have completed Bhagavad Gita course and
Hmm.
Krishna book, one Krishna book course is there.
Hmm.
They have completed it, which normally not possible for even working or anybody because they are more engaged.
Hmm.
They are able to pronounce slokas and other things very
Hmm.
sound way.
Hmm.
They are able to parents do call.
Hmm.
They are able to do their own work themselves very nicely. Their
Hmm.
own room cleaning,
Hmm.
clothes cleaning, other things. Then students friend circle reports that he has a significant change. We like to stay.
Hmm.
Teacher reports comes.
Hmm.
That I am talking about few students which I was working on them.
Hmm.
That this student we can handle very easily. Others is difficult for us. And different these are different connection with the one student.
Hmm.
And his input he is taking from that book. That book is not all and all. That is developing the interest to learn is particular thing. Somebody goes in the cleaning, somebody goes in the time management, some in the modes of nature, somebody in the who am I interest,
Hmm.
somebody goes in the prayer and other things. So then he inquires more. Then we have some other courses, some other section to read.
Hmm.
He do more. Then he is asking more. So many outcomes are there if he takes the interest. Now talking about in general, see
Hmm.
100 students are there.
Hmm.
So not all 100 will take interest,
Hmm.
but what happens that if 10 or 20 are taking interest, so change is significantly visible in student.
Hmm.
Now they take note after 1 2 years. He was doing that, he was not doing that. Is it there something? So at that level, or say now they are in 80 standard. So now they start take serious, seeing the change in the classmates.
Hmm.
So yes, change is there. Changes from their personal life, change in the classroom, cha-
Hmm.
change with their study,
Hmm.
planning,
Hmm.
performance, result.
So, is there a realization regarding the importance of values per se?
Means, example.
Uh, for example, so for example, I started if for example, I'm a student of class 5 now,
Hmm.
and I started noticing some things in my classmates who have been studying properly
Okay.
through this
Okay.
value
Okay.
education
Okay.
curriculum, following all the things that teachers are saying that the book says.
Okay. Okay.
Now I started noticing these changes in my classmates, and I also started to inculcate a few things into my lifestyle from the
Okay.
books or from what the teacher is saying.
Okay.
So now I would also probably realize the importance of doing those things, importance of these things as values of my life. Is is the um, is this a realization in students that whatever things are happening around me, the students who are doing better than me are because they are following a set of values which probably I'm not.
So you are asking for examples, such examples.
uh, I'm asking if there is realization regarding values in students, or is it just that they think that it's a habit and I also have
No,
to do
no,
it
no.
only.
It's not just habit.
Yeah, yeah.
It is just for my example only. When I was in the first year
Hmm.
engineering,
Hmm.
so my classmates was there. So I
Hmm.
used to take lightly,
Hmm.
but I used to do it on regular basis.
Hmm.
Then years goes, 2 years, 3 years.
Hmm.
Then somehow they observe something,
Hmm.
and then After 4 years,
Hmm.
they started asking me or to my friend or somebody, and I come to know why they
Hmm.
are now doing better.
Hmm.
So later on I asked them why you are doing.
Hmm.
So then they said that we was doing more things, but we
Hmm.
was not like content and satisfied in those things.
Hmm.
So something was missing, and we saw that he was always busy. So there
Hmm.
was question that how he is busy.
Hmm.
So then instead of trying, uh, they said that we had many things to try.
Hmm.
So seeing you, we give first preference to try this first, then we try other thing.
Hmm.
So whoever like develop any interest, they like doing it for. So say for 10 was taking the steps,
Hmm.
5 are doing on very regular basis, and
Hmm.
others are doing on say occasionally festivals and other things.
Hmm.
So it influencing the,
Right.
and this is my example I told. Now the student others, uh, I did one contest in one school for 600 students
Hmm.
participated,
Hmm.
and from them some started say 50 students on regular basis, and
Hmm.
few of them like 5 6 was like on daily basis.
Hmm.
And seeing them 6 5 6, others so many started joining program,
Hmm.
online program, saying that we are anyway free at the home, better to learn something. So what I am teaching, better than that, if somebody among them only speaks out their
Hmm.
realization,
Hmm.
that connect them most.
Right.
Even some videos, value education Mumbai, you should put in YouTube.
Hmm.
So there is some shorts video, 10 seconds something gift when distributed.
Hmm. Hmm.
So how they are responding to gift, seeing that many students replied.
Acha.
So how they are doing, how they are reacting, how they seeing that experience, that gives more confidence in them rather than I go and speak कि time value सीख लो बहुत अच्छा है.
Hmm. Hmm.
So
तो एक क्वेश्चन जो मुझे लग रहा है कि यहाँ पे मतलब आ रहा है मेरे दिमाग में
हाँ हाँ
कि so I get it that when you teach it, a few students follow, and then they influence the other students and everything. But how is this curriculum, specifically the values of life books that you are teaching, plays a role here? Also, do you think that um, so, for example, would the lives of children who are being taught through these books, values of life that you are teaching, and for example, there is some other uh, value education curriculum or some other, value system that is being taught,
yes yes yes
how would the lives of these two groups of students
yes
be
good,
different?
very nice, very nice question.
Hmm.
So that you can experience, like
Hmm.
if you ask me that what is taste of the honey, I'll suggest that you only taste it, you'll understand better. So you only try to take one more set of value education book and read.
Hmm.
First thing I'll tell why the difference is, the ground reality is because this is all based on the direct Bhagavad Gita sloka presented in animated form
Hmm.
in a customized way so that the student can relate and understand with the diagrams other things. But
Hmm.
the principle is not changed. It is
Hmm.
not the principle coming from somebody mind कि अच्छा बच्चों को ये सिखाना चाहिए. No, it was designed 5,000 years ago by Krishna,
Hmm.
and now it is presented in animated form. So he knows the best.
Hmm.
So that is the major strong point. Second
Hmm.
point, the author behind him. The motto is the most important thing behind the program. The
Hmm.
content may be very nice.
Hmm.
The milk may be very nice,
Hmm.
but poison might be added. That is a possible.
Hmm.
The poison or sugar, that is a motto. Why
Hmm.
he person is doing. So in that case, the author has no motto to earn. His motto to build.
Hmm.
So and not only that, but also he follow the best himself.
Hmm.
So these are the things are vital, most vital. before the
Hmm.
content. Content comes the last.
Right.
The person who is presenting himself follow the, all the everything, and then he present in the best way according to the that that come has come after lot research of 8 years almost.
Hmm.
So there is no book available in the current time
Hmm.
competing with this book.
Hmm.
That is not my word; is word by many schools. Because when this book go in the school, they give to their own teacher to give the feedback.
Hmm.
The
Hmm.
general feedback of teachers is we have not seen such books of moral education.
Hmm. Hmm.
So why I already told 2 points, because it is based on some what plan given by the Lord direct. Bhagavad
Hmm.
Gita is plan for everyone.
Hmm.
Taken out some few sloka, not all 700 sloka,
Hmm.
and now it is given by the one who fully practice.
Hmm.
So this is the major strength, and that's why this book is able to bring the transformation. It is not the merely content.
Hmm.
Anybody can make the content,
Hmm. Hmm.
but the because the motto is clear, that's why the transparency and power is there in the book.
Right.
You also might have enjoyed reading
Yeah.
very well placed.
So
Yes,
I could relate it to I when I was in first standard. I was admitted into this school called Chinmaya Vidyalaya. It was by
okay,
it's a group
yes,
of schools by Swami Chinmayanand.
yes,
And I was too little to understand all of that, but
yes, yes,
I remember there was I think for class 1 to 5 there were books of moral education, and
yes,
some of the, not all of it, but some of the
yes,
content regarding respecting elders and
yes.
how one should conduct themselves, all of these things I have also read a few. So, because I was very little, 5
Hmm.
years old, I don't
Now see
remember.
what is the problem? What is the problem? People in terms of moral education they teach how to behave.
हाँ.
नो, उसमें प्रॉब्लम है, क्यों
Hmm.
प्रॉब्लम है? जैसे एक ग्लास है,
Hmm.
उसके अंदर आप पानी भर दो,
Hmm.
अब उसको पता है कैसे क्या करना है। अगर खाली ग्लास है उसको बोलो ऐसे करना है वैसे करना है, दैट इज अ प्रॉब्लम। उसको
Hmm.
प्रिंसिपल अगर पता है,
Hmm.
अगर प्रिंसिपल ओरिएंटेड है तो किसी सिचुएशन में कैसे बिहेव करना वो कर लेगा।
Hmm.
आर्टिफिशियली जैसे कि इसको ये ऐसे करना है, इसको
Hmm.
ऐसे करना है, दिस गोज आउटर हो गया ना ये तो।
Hmm. Hmm. Right.
लेकिन अगर उसको प्रिंसिपल पता है ना, कि अगर कोई
कि
अगर
क्यों
हम्बली
करना
एक्ट
है.
कर रहा है,
हाँ.
प्राउडली एक्ट कर रहा है,
Hmm.
आपको क्या स्टेज लेना है, आपका क्या पोजीशन लेना है, आप कौन हो, और वो
Hmm.
कौन सी स्टेज ऑफ लाइफ है,
Hmm.
तो अगर इंग्रेडिएंट प्रिंसिपल पता है तो अपने डिसीजन मेकिंग से डिसीजन लेगा वहाँ पे।
Hmm.
तो वहाँ पे ये बुक डिफरेंस लेके आती है। ये बुक कभी आपको नहीं सिखाएगा बड़ों को प्रणाम करो, नहीं
Hmm.
सिखाएगा,
Hmm.
वो खुद करेगा।
Hmm. जी। तो मैं आपको.
क्योंकि वो सिर्फ बड़ों को प्रणाम नहीं करेगा।
हुँ,
ही भगवत गीता टेल यू बड़ा है कौन।
हुँ,
एक नॉलेज में बड़ा होता है, एक एज में बड़ा होता है, एक एक्सपीरियंस में बड़ा होता है
हुँ,
ना। एक एक सर्विस देने देने में जैसे माँ है, पढ़ी ज्यादा नहीं है लेकिन तुझे
हुँ,
वहां पे रेस की है।
हुँ,
तो इन टर्म्स ऑफ बहुत सारी स्पीयर में वो सीखेगा, फिर उसे छोटा भी रहेगा उसको भी रिस्पेक्ट दे पाएगा।
हुँ, हुँ, जी। तो मैं आपको बताया था कि दिस रिसर्च आई एम डूइंग एन एरिस्टोटेलियन एनालिसिस,
हम्म,
एंड a big part of Aristotelian ethics tries to explain the idea of good life.
हम्म,
And some of the content in the book also I found that there is this, what we are talking about right now, the principle of
हम्म,
goodness that we are
हम्म,
talking about. So I want to understand from you that how this curriculum is understanding the idea of good life. Is it there, is it not there? If it is there, how this content is relating morality with the idea of good
see, idea of good life means a good human should be there,
life.
right?
Hmm.
Then life of what? Animal is also have life.
Hmm.
So then goes to the basic. Human means what?
Hmm.
Human means something. According to Mahabharata, that आहार निद्रा भय मैथुन,
Hmm.
है ना, पशुए समाना, धर्मो ही एको अधिको विशेषो धर्म विहीन पशुए समाना। दैट मीन्स eating, sleeping, defending, Other thing is common even animal and human.
Right.
Only the practice of dharma
Mm.
is the distinct factor, and if somebody is missing that, he is an animal only. So now coming to the point, what is dharma?
Mm.
And dharma is four pillars:
Mm.
cleanness, austerity,
Mm.
cleanliness, austerity,
Mm.
mercy,
Mm.
mercy, and then truthfulness. So this goes from somebody. If somebody is eating meat, mercy will go from him.
Mm.
Mercy will not remain.
Mm.
Somebody doing gambling, truthfulness will go. Somebody is in illicit connection, the cleanliness will go. So like this, if these elements are go, these are the pillar on which the human form is there.
Mm.
Because by birth, in the when we are in the womb,
Mm.
the name is generally is called Jantu,
Mm.
animal name
Mm.
has been told. So somebody is following this principle, then he comes on the platform of human,
Mm.
and then comes the good life.
Mm.
So these books are talking about this fundamental principle to become at least human, being a human first.
Mm.
And if you're practicing this thing,
Mm.
then there is a good, better, and best.
Mm.
So best life is like say for example the button in the this
Mm.
shirt. It
Mm.
is made for some purpose, right?
Mm.
And
Mm.
fully fulfilling that, it is a best.
Mm.
Better and good can be other position.
Mm.
Similarly, why we are made.
Right.
So if we are able to find this, right, and it is easy, not very difficult.
Mm.
Somebody is inquisitive to know,
Mm.
then he will find the degree to where he want to stand, good, better, or best.
Mm.
But first he becomes a human. First he earn the understand what is goodness,
Mm.
what is passion, ignorance, what food I should select, what food should I not select,
Mm.
what kind of bag and system and time and my table arrangement, my friend circle, my teacher, my place, my this this understanding is developed.
Mm.
Now he will have the what kind of book I should read, what kind of entertainment, edutainment, what kind of time for recreation.
Mm.
So this decision if he is taking, gradually he will develop and he will be able to take the call. So
Mm.
basically we are here to build or think to become to be a human first and
Mm.
act in that favorable situation.
Mm.
And if he acting, then then he will also develop uh, decision power to do. As we discussed in the beginning, decision
Yeah.
comes from the values.
Yeah. Yeah. Right. Um.
So these books is taking them to the best.
Mm.
But if they are doing it nicely, at least they will end up to good.
Mm.
Yes.
Right. So, so I want to ask, how do you think the books, the curriculum, would enable the students to differentiate between? We are telling them what good is,
Hmm.
right? So how would they become able to differentiate between good and bad actions and living ethical lives?
Say for example, food is there in front of them.
Hmm.
The 10 options are there.
Hmm.
So Bhagavad Gita, that book is saying that which comes in the goodness, which in
Hmm.
the passion.
Hmm.
That late cooked, one day before cooked,
Hmm.
or lot of spice based food,
Hmm.
right?
Hmm.
So if you know the mode and then what consequence will be on me, then comes the game. Different games are there, and different actions are there.
Hmm.
So what kind of action it is? Goodness, passion, ignorance. What will be consequence on me?
Hmm.
So if he knows the thing,
Hmm.
right, and he has learned, everybody have simple idea.
Hmm.
Even getting up early morning, reading different books.
Hmm.
Now so many different books are there.
Hmm.
Which book will have what kind of effect on me? If he knows, at least will we start selecting which kind of video will have which kind of effect of me. If
Yeah.
no, at least then the point will start at least 10 time sit in 10 time, 4 time in passion, goodness, ignorance. So 1 2 time selecting for goodness. Gradually, you develop the taste, then it will continue it.
Hmm.
So, giving basically out of like without any knowledge doing action is by default is wrong.
Hmm.
Now here is a chance of probability say 2 upon 10 or 3 upon 10 is going towards correct.
Hmm.
And being developing some taste based on that taste, it will take over whole demand.
Hmm. Right.
This is
So.
also called Kaizen theory. The begin one editor, but it has the capacity to take over.
Hmm. Okay. So we are talking about enabling students in developing the knowledge of what is right.
Yes.
Right. So how does the content in the books provide an opportunity to students to um, reflect and understand morality?
Just like we discussed now, this example of food, example of that topi wala,
Hmm.
example of different thing. So
Hmm.
if he knows, at least he had read, the
Hmm.
situation will come in the life, right?
Hmm. Hmm.
His own bag, his own time, his own table, his own situation
Hmm.
where I have to shout or I have to think, I have to request, I have to take help from somebody.
Hmm.
So he knows, then he will think option. So somebody goes confused, he have no option only. Then at least one option is there. Go and consult somebody who
Hmm.
knows it. So you will
Hmm.
go and consult.
But so my question is,
Uh, yes,
how are children? So one is that the content is there,
yes,
the teacher is there,
yes.
but are the students getting opportunity to? So is knowing the content only the source of knowledge here? So for example, you are my teacher. You told
Okay,
me, and the book says that I should only speak truth. I should not tell a lies.
okay.
Is that
Now
the?
that is not sufficient. Then activities are there.
Hmm. Yeah, so how do I get to reflect on this? So I'm not, so I'm a child. I'm not going to uh, do it just because you have said it,
Hmm.
right? Probably I might be a
Yes,
mischievous child.
yes, yes,
So I'm thinking about various ways, but how do I get to reflect on this, that if I'm telling a lie, things are going wrong or something like that. So do children have opportunities to reflect on what they are learning from the books or their teachers?
yes. Good.
Hmm.
So that is a workshop.
Hmm.
The workshop we do recognize. For example, one activity of the workshop, to what level we have to take the course.
Hmm.
So before that, we keep so many things like pencil, rubber, and other things, and there is a price tag.
Hmm.
So we ask any student is taking anything
Hmm.
has to keep that much rupees in another box. Nobody is going to say anything,
Hmm.
and at the end we will assess. Nobody is going to see what you took, whatever
Hmm.
you want to take,
Hmm.
whatever one amount you want to keep. That
Hmm.
is written. You are
Hmm.
keeping or not keeping. Nobody is going to see.
Hmm.
So say we keep the things for 100 rupees,
Hmm.
and after that we just go and count if how much Lakshmi is there. Say 50 rupees, 25 rupees, or 90 rupees. So to
Hmm.
what degree there is a difference? To that degree we intensify the workshop.
Acha.
So that is like assessment before, because every place situation is different.
Hmm.
So that is comes the point to what degree we have to take.
Hmm.
Now for every action, say
Hmm.
for cleanliness, campus and classroom cleaning in
Hmm.
their own team. So when they feel of joy of doing, keeping, when they feel the joy,
Hmm.
then it's becomes their own like small habit, at least keeping their own bag clean, desk clean, own space clean. So every day they will not do because the um, school has their own arrangement.
Hmm.
But this sets of doing ground clean, other things. So what happens, because they practice this small thing.
Hmm.
So sudden one day announcement is there in the school, some brochures are distributed. Then there will not be like everywhere like garbage.
Hmm.
is that if they're trained little bit, everything they will keep place or
Hmm. Hmm.
whatever. So there is a small activity we do for
Okay. Okay.
in
Uh,
the water they are going to drink.
hmm.
Then there is a line in Bhagavad Gita,
Hmm.
Rasvam Apsu Konteya, means I am the taste of water. Everybody like taste of the water,
Hmm.
especially when there's somebody is thirsty. The
Hmm.
reason is that because taste of water is Krishna. So
Hmm.
it is written on the that uh, water tank.
Acha.
Whoever go and drink and then he see every time he remember.
Hmm. Hmm.
In the window it is written the sun is my eyes. Krishna
Hmm.
says, sun
Hmm.
and moon are my eyes.
Hmm.
So he remembering somebody is like I am under supervision, not.
Hmm.
Then he has the developing a consciousness.
Hmm.
He is conscious of presence of somebody. Then other things is easy for him because he is conscious.
Right.
So these are
So yeah. So I would like you to. So what do you think? Do you think there are any gaps or issues in the curriculum that you have right now?
curriculum have no gap.
Hmm.
Issues we have is the level of operation.
Okay.
For example,
Hmm.
how many schools are implementing it?
Hmm.
To how many students we are approaching?
Hmm.
To like currently we are uh, into almost 100 schools,
Hmm.
but lakhs of schools are missing.
Hmm. Hmm.
So yes, issues are there in the operation.
Hmm.
One part of content and quality that is very fine.
Hmm. Hmm.
Now problem is in operation.
Hmm.
So as I told, the book itself took the time of years.
Hmm.
So now gradually we are taking it in it, and you also you can do like after researching, publishing the research, you can recommend the schools
Hmm.
or books.
Hmm.
The
Hmm.
more schools will take up and will think in the future. Your
Hmm.
project work is nice.
But so one thing that comes to my mind is it just the operation that is a problem here, or you know, what if the books are introduced, for example, in 10 schools in a small town?
So we are doing it for through NGO and through NSS, National Social Service. So we train the volunteer of NSS
Hmm.
and we send them the school. So
Hmm.
that is their assessment that they have to give this much hours of time in weekly to the service. So
Hmm.
that time they give us and we train them. They go in the school and teach. Like that,
Okay.
scalability we are doing.
Okay.
So
So you are training the teachers who are
yes,
supposed to teach these books.
yes.
Okay.
So
Okay.
that is one is scalability
Hmm.
that we are occupying like almost one tehsil level
Hmm.
or subdivision of district.
Hmm.
So many other steps can be taken, and there is so many other courses are there after eight level Bhagavad
Hmm.
Gita applied
Hmm.
diploma different
Hmm.
courses.
Hmm. Hmm.
Once the student develop the learning habit, there is a lot of things. So operation expansion.
Hmm.
Operation is also successful. There is no problem.
Hmm.
The next point is expansion of it.
Hmm.
So there we are currently working.
Um, okay. So, one small question regarding this.
Mm, mm,
Uh, so, so from what I believe is that, and I think you also said it, that if the teachers themselves are not practicing those values,
mm.
how can they? It won't make sense if they just teach it.
So what is there?
Hmm.
That is correct. But
So
we
you said
can't
that you
leave.
do an assessment of students
Yes,
with that activity. Do you do
yes.
that with teachers whom you train?
Directly we don't do because if they are hurt, everything will be spoiled.
Right.
But we give them some motive to learn,
Hmm.
showing that uh, it is correct that you get payment for your teaching,
Hmm.
but students learn from whom they love.
Hmm.
So you decide what do you want. So that is now motive for them.
Hmm.
So like this, we give them cultivation, training, regular basis. So
Hmm.
that is our effort. Now second part comes that if don't somebody is not following at all. So this is not condition now in India at least.
Hmm.
Most of the places.
Hmm.
Everybody is like in the teaching at least well behaved and cultured.
Hmm.
Then little bit we have to just show the path
Right.
to do the things and getting towards some support and we are
Hmm.
doing not getting much support also, not least also, whatever we
Some.
are
Yeah.
able to do that much we are getting.
Right.
And second thing, teachers are there. One is like, and then behind the team is there who is following it, doing it.
Hmm.
So they also goes to take workshop monthly or 6 months once, like we
Hmm.
said,
Hmm.
like this.
Okay, so what do you think there's anything that can be added to the curriculum content or the
Yes,
way it is practiced?
we have different set of book also that is in public now getting published.
Hmm.
So for the beginner level, the school currently even the government syllabus is not adding moral
Hmm.
like this.
Hmm. Hmm.
So for them this is enough, more than enough.
No, so I'm saying the curriculum that is running right now, this set
Yes,
of books, the
yes.
values of life. Do you think there's anything that can be added to the curriculum to make it more meaningful or relatable to the students?
So the till what situation we have in the schools. For that level, this school these books are better, almost best.
Hmm.
Some school request for more depth. So
Okay.
for them we have different set of book only.
Hmm.
These are those schools who dedicate almost hours of time daily basis.
Hmm. Hmm.
And general school they spend weekly 1 hour.
Hmm.
So like that.
Okay.
So current situation in moral education, how much school permitting for them, that is more than best.
Hmm. Hmm.
And whatever extra they need, that is designed through the workshop.
Okay. Right. So these workshops that you're talking about are designed specifically according to the needs of the schools
Books.
or the
Yes,
students?
yes, according to implement these values in the books.
Acha. Can you share some, workshop material, if or some video where the workshop is going on so that I can see?
Small, small is there. I'll share the.
Okay.
Is there on the channel only. I'll share the link.
YouTube. Yeah, yeah. Please share the link. So this is the last question that I have. How do we get to know that the students have learned the desired? So, for example, class one has certain objectives regarding the value education. How do we get to know that the students that I'm teaching have learned the desired values?
Through the workshop only we evaluate
Acha.
the conduct, their performance, their behavior.
Hmm.
So
So
it is.
how do you assess that?
We just see that we get feedback from teachers and student also
Hmm, hmm,
generally,
hmm,
and then we also see the performance. Say, for example, the way of presentation, the way of scaling,
hmm,
speaking,
hmm,
the way of uh, from their even dressing,
hmm,
walking, talking.
hmm,
If you're doing some exercise,
hmm,
say for example, one activity I'll tell you
hmm,
that we ask a student to for I was taking class
hmm,
and asked my the speaker operator to
hmm,
switch off and make a situation like things are like disturbed now.
hmm,
So he did it in between only.
hmm,
I started saying hello, hello.
hmm,
Then we did in two class.
hmm,
One was going through for uh, like say good time through 3 months. Another was very beginning.
hmm.
So very beginning class was started like ooh, 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 ooh.
What is happening?
Yes,
Right.
no, they was
Hmm.
started doing their own.
Acha.
But second class we noticed that they got some chance to some do. Immediately there was a somebody is framing question, somebody doing something. They was
Hmm,
engaged immediately.
hmm, hmm,
So difference we notice through this one small activity.
Mm-hmm.
So
Okay, right. Okay. For now, I had only these questions that I've asked you, and I've gotten pretty much uh, everything that I wanted for now. I would request you to share some more contacts of teachers whom I can talk to,
okay,
so that so that I have enough data to analyze. Basically,
okay. How many more you need?
I have to interview at least 10 teachers.
You you also can interview yourself also. You're doing good.
That will obviously reflect in my report, project report.
Okay.
Yeah,
Okay, I'll share the contact. Share me this recording.
yeah,
We'll
I'll
need
share.
some reference by
So
tomorrow.
I
By
want,
tomorrow.
yeah, yeah. You also said this yesterday that you wanted this recording. I'll
Yes.
share it to you, but I would want you to request you to, I will share if once you share the contacts with me,
Okay.
I will share the questionnaires with them. I
Okay.
don't want you to share the recordings with them at this point, so that their
Okay. Okay.
answers are not
Okay. Okay.
influenced
Understood.
by yours.
Okay.
Okay, I will share the recording with you,
Okay.
and I'll tell you when I'm done with my interviews, then you can share these videos.
Okay.
Okay.
I'll share you video of workshop.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Okay.
Also, so you work in Bangalore, do you
Okay.
visit Bangalore for work?
Sometime yearly once.
Okay, okay. So I would request you, if you come next time, I would like to meet and discuss some of these things after my research is published. And
Okay. We'll
yeah.
support you for doing this. We'll make you program coordinator for that.
I'd be looking forward to that. Okay, so there's
Okay.
one more. This is not from the research. This is more from a personal observation, that the books are based on scriptures, holy
Yes.
scriptures.
Yes.
There's lessons from Bible as well.
Yes.
So, has there been any, has have you people given thought to introducing philosophy as well? Philosophy as in uh, a discipline of philosophy, or the philosophy around ethics that comes from the
So
Western thought or
this
something.
this book is not made for that.
Yeah,
This
yeah.
book is made for particular. See, philosophy means what is going to give you some value.
Hmm, hmm.
So student had current not for that. There some
Yeah.
ready-made material give me to it. Samosa.
Hmm, hmm.
Not कि raw material और वो रखा है और उसको समोसा बना के खाओ नहीं
हाँ,
खाना है.
नहीं,
Something like
ये
that.
बात तो सच है।
So
ठीक है।
this has took a lot years of research before
Hmm.
publishing.
Yeah,
Okay,
even
nice
I
to
was
see.
thinking to, before I planned this whole research, I was thinking to teach Aristotle in a classroom and see how it goes. But this research has to be a very, 6 weeks time and all. So I was not sure how I would be able to teach
Hmm.
any sort of values, not just Aristotle's, any sort of
Hmm.
values to students in 6 weeks. 6 weeks is a very less time. That's why I resolved to do research on the books that are being taught.
Okay,
Yeah.
good.
Uh, yeah. Okay. So it was really great talking to you, and I would request you to stay connected, and please share those contacts of teachers with me so that I can continue this research.
Okay, welcome in Values of Life program.
Yeah. Thank you so much. Thank you, sir.
Hare
Thank you
Krishna.
for giving your time.
Yes, Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
Can I leave?
Yeah, yeah, you can.